Listen to these drums and then I'm going to show you exactly what I did to the snare drum.
Shawty come inside, come and see what's real. I got company on my mind, different color wheels. Popping price tags, different labels, different deals. You a life flag, you ain't doing shit, you a bystand. This girl allows, know you want.
How old's the drums? How old's the song? That's just recently out by Gung Mango. But there's something with these drums which were pretty difficult to manage, and that is this snare drum here. And I just want to show you what I did on it because I got so excited that I actually clutched this. I created 2 faders to control all the ghost notes and all the smack and impact. So I've just listen to the raw snare drum channel. All those soft ghost notes, okay, they're just coming in little bit by bit. And the problem is, if I turn off that parallel channel, okay, you can't hear the ghost notes because the mix is very dense and we need to get those ghost notes out, but we don't want the main hits to come out too far. So I figured out this little technique. I don't mix live drums like this a lot with all these ghost notes and little details in. So this was a little bit of a challenge for me, but I got it. This is sending out to a ghost channel. And the first thing I did is I decided I want every note to be as close to as possible. Okay. So the big hits and the ghost notes in this parallel chain have to be exactly the same. All right. And there's a reason, and it's not going to be the final result, but just listen to this before and after, then you'll understand why I did it in a moment. Every note is the same now. Okay, I've got reverb playing in the background. I can't be fucked turning it off, but every note is the same. That's not good because if I bring that ghost one up, everything is going to be brought up the same volume. Even the main hits will get brought up a lot. So what do? Well, what I do is I create a sidechain compression and the main snare hits are triggering the compressor on the ghost note parallel. So take a listen to this before and after, and you'll hear this completely duck the main hits of the snare drum. So whenever those big hits come in, it ducks the compressor really far and then it opens back up for the ghost notes. Great. So now we've just got a channel where I've got all my ghost notes highlighted that I can blend in. But the problem with this is that ghost notes don't really sound that full and loud. They're usually a bit more softer and delicate. So what I ended up doing is, and I'll play this before and after as well, is I put a filter on it. So I'd cut out some of the lows and some of the highs so it felt a little bit more softer. It didn't have as much body in those ghost notes. So take a listen to this. Okay, so that's the first half of this. And what I'll do is I'll play the drums and we've got a fader which completely controls our ghost notes. Okay, so let's play that through. So now we have a fader where we can control all the ghost notes. So it doesn't matter how wild the drum is playing, we can capture all those little details and bring them in as we want. So now this second parallel channel is smack, and that is all about impact. And this smack channel is basically just a gate with a lot of body. So all it is the gated signal, heavily compressed, and a lot of 200 hertz. Now, why 200 hertz? Well, let me explain. See there, that 200 there, that's where all the fundamental of that snare drum hit is, around 250-ish. I did 200, a bit more broad. That's where all that fundamental body and smack of the drum is. The detail in the overheads fills out a lot of the definition and the stick definition and articulation, but I want the body to hit you right in the gut when those 2 and 4 hits hit. And then what we do is when we have the snare drum playing, we have a fader where we can basically put as much impact or as little impact as we want. So I'll put this on loop and we can bring that in and out as we need. Perfect. So you can feel that body it gives it. It hits you in the chest. I only had to blend in a very little bit of it to the mix, but it makes a difference. Now, if we have the whole mix playing, okay, we've got a lot going on. We've got the vocals, which is the main highlight. The drums aren't the highlight of this as good as they are. The vocalist is, but we can control the balance of the ghost notes and the smack in the entire mix. So we'll play that through now.
Belly check, under with another mate. Steady jacket, I'm taking whatever I'm gonna take. Bubble baggins, I got the things to play with me. I'm in the mountains, come and spend the day with me. Shawty call me side, come and see what's real. I got Capri on my mind, different color wheels. Popping price tags, different labels, different deals. You a life flag, you ain't doing shit, you a bystand. Let's go to Laos, know you wanna go. Fuck the house, it's time to hit the word. Busy blunt.
So that's how I made this snare drum my bitch in the mix. I don't really know much processing around ghost notes. This is just what I elected to do. How do you guys deal with ghost notes? Because I'm curious, how do you guys get those little ghost notes to come in? Do you use automation or do you do something different? Or is there a plugin you use? I don't know, because this was an interesting, not problem in the mix, but challenge I had to face. And this is how I faced it. And I thought it was a really good way to manage it. So that's why I shared it with you. But how do you guys manage ghost notes in a mix, especially a live drum mix? Anyway, I'll leave you with that. And until next time, take care.